Welcome to episode 22 of my WWE Golden Era series, and so let's go back to the Golden Era. So I was reading the Golden Era is considered like 1980 to 1993. So the 80s into the early 90s is the Golden Era. Let's have a tag match, 2-on-2. Put one of my Golden Era arenas in here, and yeah, let's see what Golden Era I want to tag team I want to use here. Let's say I got the band Beverly Brothers is cool. The Nasty Boys. Let's do the Bushwhackers. Okay, let's do that. Got the Bushwhackers. There we got Butch. There's Luke. Against, let's see, let's just do a random. I don't know if they ever fought, but let's do let's see, let's do the Wild Samoans. Let's do that. It's kinda random, but I gotta find. Oh, there's Alpha. Okay. Sika. Yeah, for those that don't know, they're actually in the Bushwhackers are not in the game, but the Wild Samoans are in the game. You have to unlock them with the showcase, though. Let's just set this up both off. Let's not do it. Want this to be too long? Let's keep it like a regular rules match. Although I'll give him 20 seconds outside to give him a little more time. No elimination. DQ. No weapons don't matter when you do the DQ. Put it on normal. All right, here we go. All right, the Golden Era, the Wild Samoans and the Bushwhackers. Yeah, I don't know if these two teams ever met, but maybe they did. I don't remember. But the point is, they're two teams from that era. So here we go. What's on his? What is that on his head there? All right, I don't know why that's there. That's I'll just leave it. I'm not sure why that's on his head, but that's all right. We'll just go with it. Luke's in there. Butch has something on his head there for some reason. I don't know why that's there. All right, let's see who's in there. Alpha. The Wild Samoans are hard to tell apart. There's Alpha. And here comes Butch with something. Is that a glitch? Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, there's some kind of glitch there. I just forgive the glitch there. I don't know what's going on. Why this thing's on his head. Well, here we go. The Bushwhackers, the Wild Samoans. All right, Sika's in there. Sika's Roman Reigns' father, for those that don't know. So who remembers the Wild Samoans? They had I should have put Captain Lou out there. Captain Lou Albano, and then they fought the Soul Patrol, Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson, and then the Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas won the tag belts. When Captain Lou hit, I think he hit Sika over the head with a chair, and that's how they won. And then Wild Samoans, they used to do tag matches against like Andre the Giant, Jimmy Snuka, and stuff like that. And they were very, very unique tag team. But yeah, Sika of the Wild Samoans is Roman Reigns' father. For those didn't, and maybe some people didn't know that. So I use this series to kind of inform and just kind of celebrate the time period, and just talk about them. Then the Bushwhackers. They actually played for their comedy. They were actually the sheep herders, and when they came to the WWF at the time, they became the Bushwhackers. And they played for a lot of comedy. They eating sardines and moving their arms up and down when they walked. And they used to kind of chant, they used to go, hey, hey. And they'd make funny noises and stuff. And when they would do when they were doing interviews and doing promos. But yeah, they were kind of Kind of think of like our Truth now is like is like a wrestler that they do a lot of comedy with. The Bushwhackers kind of were like that as a tag team. All right. This is a glitch right here that W2K25 got to fix. They're doing they're down in the corner. He just stand. He waits for him to get up. All right, there we go. So you just got to bear with. At least it does. At least it's not like game breaking where the match won't end or anything. Maybe I can use his other attire. Use Butch's other attire there. Maybe he doesn't have that thing on his head. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is because I don't remember them wearing that. It looks like some kind of glitch of some kind. All right, nice move there by the Samoans. Yeah, they put some really good tag teams in this game this year. The Head Shrinkers and the Islanders. Yeah, airplane spin. The Bushwhackers were actually in 2K17 and 18. For those that didn't know, if you can get a copy of 17 or 8, if you wanted to in-game Bushwhackers, get a copy of 17 or 18, and they're in there with the natural disasters as well. All right, Sika is battling, pounding away at him here. The legal man in the ring is the ones the elevated name at the bottom, just if you didn't know. So it's Sika against Butch right now. But yeah, the Bushwhackers. These are some cool tag teams. I like to do these tag teams. I like to get. I always like the tag teams. The golden era were some of the best. So it's cool to have get a lot of them. I wish we had more spots to get more of them. But actually there's a lot of them in game now with the Samoans, the Head Shrinkers, the Heart Foundations in there. There we go. Samoans win. The Wild Samoans beat the Bushwhackers. So hopefully you enjoyed this. This is a little remember in the past here at episode 22. So episode 23 coming soon. All right, just looking for a Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas here. I think I found a pretty good one here. How's that Rocky look? That's pretty good, Rocky Johnson. I'll take it. Do that one. And this person did a good Tony Atlas too. I gotta just find it in the 10 pages here. Then we could do some matches. All right. He's not on this page. There's Tony Atlas. Yeah, let's put the tag team together here. You remember what name they were? They were called the. Anybody can guess in the chat what their name was. The tag team. Let me see here. Actually, I forgot Bam. I want to get Big. I don't have a Bam Bam Bigelow. Welcome to episode 23 of my Golden Arrow flashback series here. And so let's have a match. Let's do a one-on-one match this time. All right, let's. Who can we have here? You know what? Let's do Bam Bam Bigelow. All right, who can Bam Bam fight? That was in the Golden Era. Let's see. Who can we have Bam Bam fight here? Oh, I know. Let's have him fight. Bam Bam was like a good guy and a bad guy. Like at Survivor Series '87, he was a good guy. Probably one of his best moments of his career when he almost won. It ended up being. It was him against Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy, and one-man Gang, and he beat Gang and Bundy, and Andre came in and beat him, but it was quite a showing. Let's do that. Let's do Bam Bam and the Gang. Let's see here. There he is. All right, both do that. Yeah, do that. I like to put 20 to give him more time. I wish you could put more than 20, but okay. Normal. Let's see. Should I do normal? I do normal. All right. Let's see here. One-man Gang and Bam Bam Bigelow. Let's back to the Golden Era of the World Wrestling Federation. Got the ring, got everything here. This is episode 23. Oh, Bam Bam Gang just fell over with Bam Bam there. These are both creations, by the way. They're not in the game, but Bam Bam's been in the game. One Man Gang's never been in the game. They should sign him. Then you get a Keyman and One Man Gang. Two classic characters in the past. Pile driver, power bomb. What is this? Power, like a delayed power bomb. Bam Bam was very agile. He jumped off the top rope and cartwheels, and he was amazing during the Golden Era. He went on to go to ECW and stuff like that. Of course, the gang was in World Class Championship Wrestling not WCW, WCCW. And then he when he came to the World Wrestling Federation and used to fight Hogan for the title and stuff like that. Remember, he used to use the Gourd Buster as his finisher. And then he became Akeem, and then he teamed with the Big Boss Man, and then the team broke up, and they fought at, I think it was WrestleMania 6 they fought at. And the one man gang was quite a character. They used to have these big a lot of big, like over 400-pound wrestlers was a big deal back then. They always used to have these big monster bad guys to fight Hogan for the world title. But it worked. It was entertaining. Of course, I mean the most famous is Andre at WrestleMania 3, but Bundy at WrestleMania 2. Then he fought Andre again at WrestleMania 4. And Bam Bam kicks out. He had Kamala. You know, all these big guys. And kicked out again. But Bam Bam was a lot more agile than the other big guys. He would jump around like he was a lot smaller. And the gang wins. I should have put that on slow. It would have been a little longer, but that's all right. Short matches are cool too. So that was episode 23. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Remember these guys, and next up will be episode 24. All right, that'll get posted later for those watching on the live stream. All right, I'm creating content live here so people can enjoy it with me and join in with me. I mean, or enjoy it too. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to community creations, see if I can find a They just did a documentary on Ludwig Borga. I want to see if anybody did a Ludwig Borga. See, Borga. I went to Tonka. I wanted him too. Ludwig Borga. There we go. Now which one to get? I have to look at them both. All right, that one. I don't know if I like that one that much. See if the other one looks better. That one actually looks better. Ludwig Borga. But he could be. I mean, I'll wait for a better one. Maybe I'll skip him for now. All right, let's do. I wonder if they put the Ultimate Maniacs on here yet. Let's see. Just type it in. I hope somebody did that. That was a really cool team. It was a short-lived team, but it was really cool. Warrior and Macho Man, and it was like fall of '92. That was it. It lasted, I don't know, they made 2-3 months. Ultimate Mania, MANIACS. All right, there's all right, let's see if they did the other. They did Macho Man's Ultimate Maniacs. So they do Warrior. There is it. There's Macho Man's. They did Macho Man, not Warrior. Huh. Why would you do half the team? Yeah, that's I hate when they do that. They do half the tag team. They don't do the other half. All right, I'll have to look for one later. Oh, Strike Force. That's right. I want to get a Strike Force. That's the other one I wanted to try to find. Somebody did Strike Force. Strike Force. I'm not spacing it. You can't space it. That's why I'm not spacing it. Just had to type it straight through. Hopefully somebody did Strike Force. Even Tito Santana's coming to the game later this year, but let's see if we got Strike Force here. There's Rick Martel. Yeah, it's not the best Strike Force gear. That doesn't have the little logo on it, on the tights. Oh, Cowboy Bob. There he is. he only did 5 pages. Did he do? Well, that's another. Only did half the team again. He did Rick Martel, but not Tito. That's why I look for Billy Jack Haynes. I don't have him. Oh, I should do that. Do Billy Jack Haynes and Hercules. They had a feud that ended at WrestleMania 3. I can actually do that for my next Golden Era video. There's Billy Jack. Oh, this one looks better. Yeah, that's a pretty good Billy Jack. Says Oregon on the back. Yeah, let's take that one. I'll take that one. That's a good one. Yeah, most of my wrestlers, I use the Golden Era. Although I'd like to. I wish there was enough spots. I'd make an AEW thing, but there's not enough spots. I just kind of. I'd rather have the Golden Era than AEW, so I do that. All right, I got Hercules. Let's do that. Let's do a. Let me do episode 24, my Golden Era. I'll do Hercules and Billy Jack from WrestleMania 3 as a part of it. All right, let's start it. Welcome to WWE 2K25 Golden Era, episode 24. And here we go. I know what I'm going to do today here. I'm going to go back to WrestleMania 3. And at WrestleMania 3, I think it was the second match at WrestleMania 3, if I remember correctly. And it was Billy Jack Haynes against Hercules. Yeah, they had a feud, and it ended in a double count. I'm trying to remember if the feud even continued after that, but I'm gonna get to age here. Hercules. Wait, which one is that? I gotta make sure I don't have make sure I get the right Hercules because I have a Power and Glory Hercules. That's not it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one I want. All right, let's put it on slow so this match goes a little bit longer. Okay, so this is it was the second match of WrestleMania 3. I think it was the second match. But yeah, they had they both had the full Nelsons. It was kind of the battle of the full Nelsons. So I just remember this match, WrestleMania 3. It was a good match. It ended in a draw, but I think it was a double count out. But I found a good Hercules and a good Billy Jack here. So actually, I have two Hercules. I have one for Power and Glory and one for regular singles wrestler Hercules. But these two had a feud leading up to WrestleMania 3 and culminated in a double count out match. And I can't remember if it continued after that, but it was not a big deal. But it's a match I remember from the Golden Era. It's probably the biggest match of Billy Jack Haynes' career because he was on a WrestleMania. I think it might have been his only WrestleMania match. I think. And Hercules went on next year to WrestleMania 4. He was Ultimate Warrior's first WrestleMania opponent. He got in a feud with the Ultimate Warrior the next year and fought Warrior at WrestleMania 4, and that actually wasn't even part of the tournament. WrestleMania 4 had, I think it still has the record for the most matches at a WrestleMania because they had the big tournament and then they had a whole bunch of other matches for other feuds going on. and they had, I don't know how many matches they had, but they had, I don't know, 15 to 17 matches in that card. And then they had a battle royal too. It was the WrestleMania 4 was loaded. But then we got Hercules. Yeah, he feuded with Warrior. He feuded with Billy Jack Haynes. And I'm trying to remember who else. What else he did? Then he had the Power and Glory thing. I think he fought his Power and Glory at WrestleMania 7 in '91. But this was earlier on when he was just a singles wrestler. And yeah, they both these guys used their both guys their finisher was the full Nelson. So they were, it was like the full Nelson versus full Nelson. Who had a better full Nelson? I think that was part of the deal. And it was two power guys. It was power versus power. But yeah, Billy J. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't in the. This is the WrestleMania 3 match was the peak of his WWF run. He didn't do much else. And I'm pretty sure that he was only at WrestleMania. His only singles match. I'm trying to remember. Was he at WrestleMania 4 in the Battle Royal? Maybe I can't remember. But he was yeah, he didn't have. He was just kind of a mid card to low card guy. He never became heavyweight champion of the WWF or anything when he was there. But he was enough to be memorable. And yeah, Hercules had a bigger run in WWF than Billy Jack did. But yeah, the two guys they used the full Nelson was a good power move to use to submit at that time. Ken Patera used to use it too, another power guy. All right, Hercules telling him to get up. And Billy Jack reversing now. And yeah, these creations are pretty good. He had Billy Jack had the Oregon on the back of his tights. They did a good job with this. And Hercules, he would wear he had these blue tights. I think he had black tights as well. And of course he had when he was the tag team with Paul Roma, though he was the Power of Power and Glory, which was not that wasn't a long running tag team, but it was a cool team. I'm trying to think, was that their only Power and Glory? Their only WrestleMania was 7, I think. But I found a good creation in that tag team. Power bomb coming up. Delayed power bomb. Yeah, yellow and green. That was the colors he used. Billy Jack. Belly suplex. 2. You got him? Yeah, he did. Hercules beats Billy Jack. Well, that settles the feud. They had a draw at WrestleMania, so Hercules ends up winning. So this is episode 24 of the Golden Era series, and 25 coming soon. All right, that was on the live stream. Yeah, that'll get posted later. Trying to think of more creations to get here. Who did I forget? I'm trying to think of tag teams I might have forgotten from that time, but I got it pretty covered. Because I got yeah, we hope one day they at least increase these spots to 200. Because 100, I filled 100 up so fast, and then I always think of guys that I wanted, and I don't have room for them. You kind of have to rotate them. So you delete them and add the guys you want, and then bring them back, and you have to kind of have a rotation. All right. Let's see. Let's have a. I'm trying to think of other wrestlers I can get. Let me see. I'm trying. Oh, I wonder if somebody did a good Ivan Putski. Oh, Bob Backlund. All right, I got a couple ideas. Let's try Backlund. Backlund had run in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. He was he was a champ from the late '70s and the early '80s, and then came back, and then he came back in the '90s and fought Bret Hart and stuff. Bob Backlund. Let's see though. I like to sort by upvoted because it usually gives you better quality. Let's see here. That is not a bad Bob Backlund, is it? Let's see what else this guy made. 10 pages. Actually, let's go through these. Let's see what we got here. Samoa Joe. He has some current, more modern too here. And so there's so many Road Warriors. There's Animal. Let's see, Undertaker. Yeah, I don't need Undertaker. He's in the game. I don't want to waste spots on him. Oh, is that he did Harlem Heat, didn't he? Big John stud. Yeah, I found a good Big John stud. Booker T. I should get his Harlem Heat. Oh, that's pretty nice. I'll take that. That's nice Harlem Heat. I gotta get Stevie Ray. Communications moves faster this year, I notice. There's Booker T. I go back and find the Stevie Ray. There he is. That's pretty nice. That's a nice Harlem Heat. Good job. All right, now I gotta go back to that Backlund. All right, let's look for just looking for a show, some shows here that I can get from the golden era to use in my series. Let's see what we got here. Raw 2000. Saturday night's main event. Let's see what else we got. SummerSlam 93. There's 14 pages of this is a lot. Let's see, WrestleMania 7, WrestleFest. Oh, they did the WrestleFest. Let me take that one. That's cool. They did a WrestleFest. That was a cool arcade game in '91. Take that one. I'm just looking for different arenas to use. Any questions about WWE 2K25? Just throw them up in the chat there. Or need some tips or whatever. Any help you need, or any questions about the game you're thinking about buying it. Whatever, just throw it in the chat. Or if you want to see a match, I can do that too. All right, just getting some arenas here, and then we're gonna create some content for the channel. Well, I like to create my content live so people can see it early, and then it gets posted as a video later, or you see it as a video later whenever you get a chance to watch it. That's cool. Somebody made the Hasbro arenas. That's really cool. The toy arena. If you remember the Hasbro toys from the '90s, they had two of them. They had the blue one and the yellow one for the King. This is so cool. I got to get these. These are awesome. That's so cool. Somebody made these. Nobody did the LJN arena yet, though. The ring for that toy line. But this is like digital wrestling figures. You like going to the toy store and picking out your wrestling figures, except it's digital. And you come home and have matches with them, and it's like it's except you're doing it from home. All right, we're gonna go check these arenas out in a second. This is really cool. Let's wait for it to download. This one's taking a while to download. Although community creations is faster this year. If anybody noticed. Yeah, we're gonna go check out these Hasbro arenas as soon as I get this downloaded here. That's one. Get the other one. All right, I gotta get some wrestlers that were in the Hasbro line. All right, let's check this out. We got Ultimate Warrior. All right, who else is in the Hasbro line here that we can use? Oh, I know who was in there. Johnny Gonzalez. They made a Hasbro of Johnny Gonzalez too. Oh, this is really cool. So both these wrestlers were in the Hasbro toy line, and then here's somebody created the ring from the toy line. Look at this. Let me go around. Look at this. This is so cool. Yeah, there's the. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. They made the figures all on the thing on the back, and there's the blue ring. This is so cool. What a great job. It looks exactly like the Hasbro toy ring. If you go look up the Hasbro toy ring online, it looks exactly like this. This is great. And then Johnny Gonzalez and Ultimate Warrior were in the line, so I got there they are. Let's check out the yellow ring though. They did the less well known, but they also did the yellow ring. This one was not as this was more this one's more valuable probably because it's more rare, the yellow ring. Let's do Warrior again here. Yeah, who else was in the line of those wrestlers? The Hasbro. Oh, they made Andre. Let's do Andre. All right, let's check out. This is the more rare King of the Ring Hasbro ring that was yellow. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. That's so cool. They did the bring home the superstars. That's awesome. And they got all the pictures of the Hasbro. This is so cool. They got all the pictures of the Hasbro figures too. Yeah, remember the Hogan had the thing like that. Rick Rude was those are the actual figures. I remember that. And this is the king. Yeah, this is the more rare. If you have the yellow ring, it's probably worth a lot of money because it was more rare. The blue ring was easy to get. The yellow ring was much more of a rare ring to get. They released it later, I guess, but most people already had the blue ring and probably didn't even buy it.
How did you get this?
It's in the. I'll show you. It's in Community Creations. I will show you, Will. All right, go to Community Creations. All I did was search Hasbro. I'll show you. I'll show you which creator to look, which ones to get though. Which creator? Oh wait, it should be my list here. Hasbro. All right, I'll show you right now. Where'd it go? Oh, I gotta search show. Hold on. Shows Hasbro. Here we go. Most upvoted. There we go. These two. There's the yellow and the blue ring by who is it? KPNC. I don't know how to pronounce it. KPNOC 20427 is the creator. They made the yellow King of the Ring Hasbro ring and the blue one. Some other ones are here too, but this person did both. The more rare yellow one and the Hasbro one. But nobody did the LJN ring yet. Let me search it again here because I was looking for somebody did the last year. Somebody did the LJN ring for 2K24. So see if anybody did that yet. I'm gonna search this again. See if anybody did the LJN ring because I want to get. I had that last year on 24. Yeah, nobody did it yet. I'm sure somebody will do it, but they didn't do the LJ. But they did a really nice Hasbro. All right, let's go back out. I'll show you the blue one. The blue one looks cool too. Let's go back to the. Let's do let's do a tag team match with some of that. Yeah, let's do the blue one here. All right, who'd they make? They made the the Rockers were in this series. Yeah, so I'll do I'll do some of the figures that were in the series too. Some of the wrestlers that were figures in the series. Marty Jannetty. Let's do this. And get Sean. Found a really good Rockers online too. Yeah, where's Sean here? That's it. Tire 2. Here we go. The head shrinkers were in that series. Let's do that.
Did you get the King of the Ring from Community Creation?
Yeah, the Community Creations. I just showed you in the video. The rewind back the live stream. You'll see it. I just went there. Here, actually, I'll go again for you. Hold on. Watch. All right. Let me show you Community Creations, and you click shows, turn off superstars, and you go to search Hasbro. There they are. There's yellow and blue. The creator is KPNOC. What is it? KPNDC 20427 is the creator. They did the blue and the yellow King of the Ring rings. There they are. Just the same creator did both of them. All right, so yeah, let me show you. I'll show you the. I'll even use some wrestlers that were in that line, the Hasbro line here. So I'll start with the blue one. Let's do so. The Rockers were in that line, so we're gonna get Marty and Sean here. Shawn Michaels, where is he? There he is. So yeah, there was a Rockers 2-pack in that line, and also in that line was the Head Shrinkers were made in that line. So I'm gonna do Rockers against the Head Shrinkers in the Hasbro ring. It's like digital Hasbro toys. This is so cool. Let's see here. Yeah, do that. Let me get out to the let's do this. All right, here, let's go. So this is like digital. This is like playing with Hasbro figures digitally. You got the arena and then two teams that were in the line, the Head Shrinkers and the Rockers. Let me show you the arena though. Look at this. Look what he did. He put all that was an advertisement for the figures back then. Undertake 'em all with the Undertaker, and they got all the pictures of the figures. There's the Rockers. There's the Head Shrinkers. Head Shrinkers are in the game, but they were in the line. They were in the Hasbro line too. I'm waiting for somebody to do the LJN line. Somebody should do the LJN figures in the Community Creations as they looked as the LJN figure looked. So do like the Iron Sheik as the LJN figure looked. Do like LJ and Andre the Giant and do it as Andre looked and so on. They could do it Hasbro too. Have call it like Hasbro Ultimate Warrior and make the guy as the Hasbro figure looked. If somebody wanted to take the time to do that, that'd be really cool. If you gotta have some talent though. I wish I had more talent in that area to make them real nice. I gotta depend on other people. But this is basically a Hasbro toy match here. The Head Shrinkers and the Rockers in the Hasbro ring. Next match, we'll do the King of the Ring one after this. But yeah, this is really cool. But yeah, somebody should do that. Go through the LJN line and make all the figures digitally in the game, and then go through the Hasbro line and do the same thing. And just make him as the action figure looked. Oh, he's glitching. Look at this. Fatu's glitching there. Samu's, he's standing there. Look at this. There we go. At least it doesn't get stuck permanent. It's just temporary. But yeah, this is very cool. This is like playing with Hasbro figures digitally. This is great. Yeah, they got to do this for LJN too. Somebody did it last year for LJN. They didn't. They didn't. They did the ring. I mean, they didn't do the actual toy figures. But if somebody had like the complete set of Hasbro's and could like just put it in front of them and then make them and transfer them into the 2K game, it'd really be cool. And it'd be like a digital collection of the Hasbro line. And then make a digital collection of the little LJN. Of course, you can't. You can only fit you only have 100 spots, so you can't really fit all of them. But you could, I think there was about 70 different LJN figures you could fit in the Hasbro's. I don't know if there was 100 Hasbro figures. If there was less than 100, you could actually do it with one of the lines, not both.
Do you have all of the wrestlers unlocked?
I have most of them unlocked. I'll show you. Not everybody. I can't afford to buy packs to unlock the personas. Let me show you. I'll show you. Let me go to my roster. I'll show you what I got. I have a lot unlocked. I have all the showcase unlocked. Let's see here. So I have all these. I got the Alundra Blaze. I think this Alundra Blaze I unlocked. You see these off I unlocked in the showcase. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, this I didn't get Ava Marino. Not that I'd use her anyway, but I didn't get unlock her yet. Yeah, My Rise. I don't know how many times you got to go through it to get everything unlocked. It's like I've gone through it like 5 times and I still have a lot more to unlock. It's like you got to choose the right path. Showcase there, I got Bailey. The showcase I completed. That's not too bad. The Becky Lynch. There's the My Faction. These are hard to unlock because you got to buy packs and you got to either spend money or spend a lot of time grinding to try and then hope you get the right card. It's just I probably never unlock all the My Factions because it's really hard there. The showcase Big E I got. Yeah, the showcase is easy. You just go through it and you get everything unlocked. Except for the women's ladder match is hard. Yeah, this Booker T My Faction. I'll probably never unlock that because these are just luck if you can get the card. Because you can spend thousands of dollars and still not to get the card, which is they really need to change that. The showcase, I got this Carmella. Showcase Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, I didn't get this My Faction. Yeah, these My Factions. I never got all the ones from last year either. Chase, I didn't get on My Rise.
My Rise is crazy. Showcase women's ladder match took me 5 tries to win.
Yeah, the ladder match. Hi, Michael. The ladder match was really hard, but I got it on like the 3rd try, I think. But I have showcase completed. My Rise, I don't know how. My Rise, you have to keep going through it and choosing different paths to get everything unlocked. And so I said I've done it like 5 times, and I still have a lot to unlock. There's a whole bunch of CM Punks in My Faction, but like I said, I'm probably never going to unlock these because you have to hope to get the right card.
Fortnite with me, please.
Want to play Fortnite? All right, after this stream, I'll switch over to Fortnite. Yeah, I put up a couple of Fortnite videos yesterday, but I'll do some Fortnite with you, sure. All right. But after, let me do my wrestling stream.
L.
What's L mean?
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, DDP. I got unlocked this in DDP 98 comes in the main roster, but the My Rise DDP I had to unlock. I actually unlocked everything I wanted to in the showcase. The My Rise stuff I just kind of played through just to make content for my channel. Got this Dexter Loomis DLC. So what else I got? My Faction. Yeah, I got some. This Dominic Mysterio was in a locker code, so that was easy to get. Who else I got here? Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure out how to. I have to go through My Rise again to get El Mago and El Ordinario, or not. I probably won't even use these. The things that are locked here, I probably won't even use anyway. Everything I'm going to use. I unlocked the Head Shrinkers, the Islanders, the Wild Samoans. I got all that. Let's see what else. DLC. Let me see what else here. Showcase. Yeah, the Head Shrinkers I got. Because the main things I wanted to get was the tag teams from the showcase, and I got all that. George the Animal Steel's in the showcase. I got him. Haku, there's the Islanders. Hector for another My Rise. But yeah, I may never unlock all of them, especially the My Faction stuff. Hurricane. Let's see what
How
else we got
long
here.
is stream?
How long? I don't know. I'll end it whenever I end. I don't have a set time. I'll just yeah, I've been on for how long I've been on for here? Yeah, and I'm not even on an hour yet, so probably it'll be a little while. All right. Yeah, another My Faction. But yeah, I'll do a Fortnite stream after this. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, they should do the there's a My Faction John Cena. Like I said, I'll probably never unlock it because you don't know if you can get these cards. That's the problem. You don't the cards are it's just luck if you get the card or not. Josie Jane, another My Rise. You must have to go through My Rise at least 10 times to get everything unlocked. And make sure you choose the right. But you got to choose different paths. It's hard to keep track of. They need to change it. You should just go through it once and get everything. They shouldn't make you have to go through it
My wife got the
so many
game
times.
for me on my day. She paid the $130. I wasn't loyal.
Yeah, the game was $129.99. I paid, and the tax made it about $140. The game is not cheap, but you get all the DLC included, so it's actually cheaper if you buy it that way. Because if you buy the DLC separate, it ended up costing it costs more. It costs like what I added up to 180 or something if you buy them all separate, something like that. If you buy the standard edition then buy the DLC separate, it ends up being like I forget what I added. It was either 150 or 180 or something.
Is it okay that I do not have a mic?
Yeah, I don't care. So you don't have to have a mic. It's fine. The manifestation. I wonder how you get that too. That's another one. But like I said, I'm not going to use that either. Here's another one. Let's see what else we got to move quick. I want to show you the King of the Ring arena too, the Hasbro. Nikki Cross. Yeah, I got these unlocked.
Okay.
Odyssey Rift.
Yeah, she hooked me up with that.
Yeah, that's the one to get, the Bloodline edition, because you get all the DLC and you get everything. I mean, I got to create content for my channel, so I needed to have that edition so I have access to everything. Let's see what else I got here. See, I got a lot of stuff unlocked, but there's a lot more to unlock. But these My Factions, are basically you only get them if you can get if you're lucky enough to get the card. Like WWE 2K24, there's a whole bunch of personas I didn't unlock because I never got the cards, and I can't afford to keep buying packs till I get the cards because it could cost thousands of dollars if you don't get the card. There's a bunch of Seth Rollins here. There's 2 Seth Rollins there. So what else we got here? So I see showcase. Sika, there's Sika in the showcase. The best stuff's in the show. Well, for me, the best stuff's in the showcase. Super Cena, that's in My Rise too. Let's see what else I got. So yeah, I got to go through My Rise some more. Maybe I may never unlock that. We'll see. Yeah, let me show you the King of the Ring. Yeah, there's gonna be Ultimate Warrior without the face paint. One that's probably gonna be cool, but I'll probably never get it. Let's see what else we got down at the bottom here. And Zero. Oh, that's the island one. All right, let me show you the King of the Ring arena again here. The yellow one. Let's do a tag team. Yeah, look at this. This is so cool. If you remember this arena, this is really cool. Let's do. Oh, I know. I do the Nasty Boys because they were Nasty Boys were in the line for the Hasbro. Where is he? Brian Knobs. There he is. I gotta find Jerry here. As the Nasty Boys, let's see who can I do here. Oh, the natural disasters in that line? Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's do them anyway. An earthquake. All right, this is the King of the Ring Hasbro line, or the yellow ring from Hasbro, and then I think the natural disasters and Nasty Boys were in the line, so I'm using them. Check this out, though. This is pretty cool. There's what's on? right, that's a glitch. Whatever's on his head is a glitch. Why is that on his head? I don't know what's going on there. That's a glitch because that shouldn't be on Typhoon's head. But this game's got bugs here and there. Look at that. That's not supposed to be on. Yeah, that is totally a glitch that's on his head. Anyway, yeah, look at this. These pictures are the actual Hasbro figures too. There's the Legion of Doom. Yeah, there's Earthquake. They did have the natural disasters in that line. Virgil, Steiners, Rick Rude. Yeah, I remember that. This Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect. Those are the actual figures. All right, let me get back to the match. Yeah, I have no idea why Typhoon. I've had matches with Typhoon. He didn't have that on his head. That's a glitch. Maybe the new patch did something that screwed that up. But there's Nasty Boys in the Natural Disasters. Natural Disasters going in the Hall of Fame next week. Next Friday night, I guess the Hall of Fame is. Yeah, WrestleMania. Who's looking forward to WrestleMania next weekend? And what match are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the main of the Cena and Cody probably have a good match. Not the greatest WrestleMania, but I'll still enjoy it. This is pretty good Nasty Boys I found. If you want to know how to get them, I'll show you. And the Natural Disasters as well. It's pretty good. Like that Typhoon did not come with that. That's a glitch. That thing on his head. They gotta patch that. That's not because the creator didn't put that on his head. That's because I found that the creator that I found this Typhoon's a good one. They wouldn't do that. But yeah, the Nasty Boys is really good. All right, Earthquake's down now.
Yeah, the WrestleMania lineup is missing something, but I'll still watch it.
Yeah, I have Peacock, so I'm gonna watch it. It's not the best WrestleMania, but it'll. The Cena Cody match should be good. The Punk triple threat Punk match should be good. And yeah, well, let's see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, I've seen every WrestleMania. I'll watch it. I never miss WrestleMania. Some are better than others, just the way it goes. But yeah, this one's not that great, but we'll see if we'll see. Maybe it'll surprise us afterwards. We end up saying it was really good. If there's some good, the matches could be really good. You never know. Because I said the reason I watch WrestleMania is to see the matches themselves. I don't care about the promos as much as the matches. I say if it's full of really good matches, I'll think better of it than I do right now. Say if the match quality is good, and there's some good surprises and stuff like that. But it's 40. Last March 31st was the 40th anniversary of the first WrestleMania. The March 31st, 1985, the first WrestleMania. I remember it was at 1 o'clock. It was actually at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the first WrestleMania, Eastern time. It was on in the morning if you're on the West. This is another glitch with this game. They stand there in the corner like that. All right. Oh yeah! If anybody wants to play I'm gonna go do a Fortnite stream after. Anybody wants to play Fortnite after this? We'll do. I got one, but if anybody else, because we can fit 4 at a time. So unless you're watching from work or something like that, or school. Because I know that happens. You get a lot of people that are supposed to be they're at work and they're watching on their computer or on their phone or something like that. Got a slow day, especially on a Friday. Where they're watching, they're sitting in the back of the class in school watching. All right,
I'm tuned in at work low.
How you're at work? Yeah, I thought I get a lot of that. People that they're at work watching. Slow day. Yeah, it's Friday. Yep. I figured that. I know a lot. I get a lot of people during the day. They're at work. it's a slow day, and they start watching Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So I get a lot of viewers from that. That's because that's what when I didn't work for myself doing this, that's what I used to do. I'd watch people play video games on Twitch or YouTube on my phone. Or if you remember Mixer too. Mixer was really good. I missed Mixer. Mixer was a good. Mixer was actually my favorite one till they got rid of it. See, yeah, they stand when they're laying in the corner. They got to fix that. When they're laying in the corner like that, they stand there like that. So you can do shoulder breaker. Nope, kick out. But yeah, the nasty boys. I remember them. They fought the Hart Foundation at WrestleMania 7, and then they were like, I guess they were early. When did they start early? I guess they were early '90s. The Nasty Boys. And natural disaster. Of course, yeah, earthquake. Bad. He fought. He fought. Hogan. It's SummerSlam '90. That's what it was. SummerSlam '90. He fought Hogan, and Ultimate Warrior fought Rick Rude for the title in the cage. And the earthquake attacked Andre the Giant near the end of his life, near the end of his WWF run in '91. But they didn't have a match. But I don't know if they were playing what they were doing. But he attacked Andre. He was in the oddities and stuff like his. His best character was Earthquake, but he was Shark, and he was in the oddities. He did some different things, but yeah, his best run late '80s and early '90s. Earthquake was his best time. But yeah, they're going. I guess Typhoon was Tugboat. He was Tugboat Thomas, and they dropped the Thomas. He was just Tugboat before he joined the tag team Natural Disasters. And I'm guessing he's going to speak next week at the Hall of Fame because he's still alive. So he'll speak on Earthquake's behalf. Maybe somebody from Earthquake's family will speak next week. I'm looking forward to Lex Luger getting in there too. Who remembers the Lex Express? Summer '93 with that bus. They should have. I wonder where the Lex Express bus is. They should have Lex do a speech from the bus. That was cool. Lex Express, and then Lex and Yoko. I should do the Lex and Yokozuna match.
I hate Sting can't present him.
Yeah, I know Sting should be involved in because he's involved with AEW. But yeah, just like Ric Flair can't go to WrestleMania because I guess he's under contract with AEW. That's why he's not in WWE 2K. They're both involved with AEW, Flair and Sting. So they can't get involved with WWE stuff. But Lex is good to see Lex going in. Yeah, Lex is in the game. I wish they put the Lex Express Lex Luger in the game. Because they have him as WCW. But they should have had that as a second attire or something with the patriotic look. Or the other one, the Narcissist too. That'd be put the Narcissist in. He fought Mr. Perfect at WrestleMania 9 as a Narcissist. That was right before Natural Disasters win. That was right before the Lex Express stuff. There he is.
Not to be personal, but have old are you?
Have old you? What? All right. Let's see what else. Anybody want to request a match? I'll do a match for you, or if you want to see, if you don't have the game, or you want to see what the sliders are or something, I can discuss the sliders. I could just have another match. Here's a new slider. I like this superstar downtime. At 100, they stay down longer. At a 0, they get up faster. So you can it's kind of cool thing to adjust. That and the other one, the feeding frequency. That's how long they stay in the corner when they get in the corner and stuff like that. They stay longer at 100 and they jump out quicker at 0. So a couple of new sliders they added. All right, let's see. Let's look for. Oh yeah, let me show you my arena. The arenas. I'm going to show you. I have a lot of them. I still haven't unlocked them all. Because here's one. TBD. Or this is in my Rise. TBD arena I didn't get. There's a couple of them I didn't get there, and this one here, Japan Dome, I didn't get yet. That one looks cool. I kind of like to get that one, but I have to go through my Rise again, which is. It gets tedious after a while. The first time through is fun, and then it gets tedious.
Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, HBK, and
a question mark? You want me to pick one? I could do that. Perfect, Bret Hart, HBK. Let's do that. That sounds good. Yeah,
not to be personal, but how old are you?
I'm an adult. I do this for a living. I'm not a teenager or nothing like that. I don't give personal information out for privacy reasons. All right. So my name's fake too. I'm not my name's not Bummy. That's my channel name. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers don't give their real name out and personal information out. No, I'm not mad. It's fine. You can ask. I can't. I don't want to be giving personal information out for privacy reasons. I won't tell you where I live and outside of I'm in the USA, but I'm not going to be any more specific than that. All right. Let's choose an arena here. Let's try the WrestleFest arena. Oh, good. Let's do that. Oh, I need 4-way. That's right. Fatal 4-way. All right, we're going to do HBK. Where are we going here? Shawn Michaels. Let's do 90. Yeah, 90. Let's do. I like the 94 one. Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect. There's Bret. Mr. Perfect, and then there he is. And a question, and you want me to pick one, I guess. All right, let's see. Let's put the Macho Man in there. Why not? Let's do that. All right, let's rules here. We get both. Let me know if you want to change any of these rules. I'll just do both. Elimination. I actually prefer elimination because if you do it the other way, somebody can lose the match and not even be involved in the fall. So I always thought that wasn't fair. So I turn the elimination on. Falls count anywhere. Keep them in the ring. No, with weapons here. I like the light tube. Light tube, chair. Yeah, do that. Hockey stick. Ladder. Table.
Yeah, mind went blank on the wrestlers from the era. Macho is good.
Okay, we'll do Macho. Barbed wire bat. Let's do that. All right. I'm hoping the triple threat of WrestleMania is an elimination triple threat, but I doubt it. It'll be the first fall because I always just thought it was weird that you can lose and not even be involved in the fall. So I always put elimination on when I do these. This is the WrestleFest. If you remember the WrestleFest arcade game, this is the WrestleFest arena somebody did. Just real quick, show you the. Look at that. That's cool. Look, that's awesome. Look at that. It's pretty cool. All right. If you want to know how to get this arena, I can show you after the match. Yeah, I mean, after this match, I'll go to Fortnite. I know people are waiting for Fortnite, so let me go after. I'm gonna. Trouble is, like, when I switch games, I have to end the stream because you can't just switch games and stay in stream. So I'll have to. You have to watch me to come back up on Fortnite.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because somebody wanted to play Fortnite with me, so. But yeah, I have to switch games. I have to end the stream because they don't. PlayStation doesn't let you continue the stream in by switching when you switch games. As soon as you switch games, the stream ends automatically. So I have to end the stream and start another one. But I'll go. But just look for it to come back up. Just give me a couple minutes to switch games, and I'll do some Fortnite. With Michael was looking for me to do Fortnite. But I'll definitely, there'll be a lot more. I got some videos to post now that I recorded earlier for my channel. I'm doing a Golden Era series, just kind of going through the wrestlers that time, having some matches, recreating some matches that happened, and just having matches with some of the other ones in the Golden Era. So I just recorded a couple episodes of that I'm going to put up. And I'm going through the WrestleManias, recording what I thought was the best match from each WrestleMania. So I did WrestleMania 1 through 6. So those are posted. I got to do 7 next. 7, I'm going to do Macho Man Ultimate Warrior. I think that was the best match on the show. But it's all opinion. Everybody has their different best matches. I'm just doing my opinion. And I got to do some more. If you like Diablo 4, I got to do more of that too. I love that game. Who's getting it? This Indiana Jones game coming next week looks good. I don't know if we're going to get it because these games are expensive, but it looks really good. Maybe if you wait till Black Friday in November, it'll probably be half price. That's the thing. If you don't buy a game right when it comes out, you can get it a lot cheaper later. If you wait till Black Friday, like if you buy Madden every year on Black Friday, you'll never pay full price for it because it's always discounted that weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend. All right, Macho Man just tackled Bret Hart. Yeah, Macho Man and Shawn Michaels is what had a good feud because I heard Macho Man wanted to have a feud with Shawn Michaels. They actually had some matches, but if you look they're probably on YouTube. Macho Man versus Shawn Michaels. They would if they had an extended feud, it would have been good. And I don't know, did Macho Man ever fight Bret Hart? I can't remember. They would have had good matches too. Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect, had a good match at SummerSlam. I believe it was 91. Yeah, I think it was SummerSlam 91, Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect. They had a good match. But yeah, who's going to watch the WrestleMania 9 documentary on Peacock? Because it was in Vegas, they're in a documentary about it because this year they're in Vegas. Then they did a documentary about WrestleMania 9. I think it went up today. Me what? I don't know what you're applying to. You want to play Fortnite, Michael? Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. Me. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Fortnite after this. Just give me a few minutes to come back up on the stream because I have to turn the stream off to switch games because I stream directly from my PS5 Pro.
Brett was with Advil, so he missed a potential feud with Macho, I think.
Brett was with Advil. Oh, Anvil? Advil's I think for headaches. But yeah, he was in the tag team with Macho Man. So I don't know if they ever fought Bret Hart unless
Anvil.
Anvil, yeah.
Lol.
Yeah, no, it was funny you said Advil, like the thing you take when you have a headache or whatever. Yeah, but that's probably why. If they ever fought, it was. I mean, there was so many house shows back in the '80s there that he could have fought. They might have fought at a house show once or something. I don't remember. Yeah, it's hard to remember. Yeah, I like to watch those televised house shows on Peacock. When they used to broadcast them from the Philadelphia Spectrum and the Boston Garden and Madison Square Garden. And the Gorilla Monsoon used to call them. I like to watch those on Peacock. Those are good shows. I wish they put more on there. They have a bunch of them though. All right, Brett. But yeah, I know Macho Man fought Shawn Michaels. I'm not sure if you fought Bret Hart. Because Bret was in a tag team.
I have to go. Oh, we'll be back in like 10 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Fortnite after this match, and we can play. We can play Fortnite. I could actually record it as episode 602 of my Fortnite series. So I try to make series on my video game series on my channel because it's a channel. So the channel has shows. So I try to make like shows on my channel, like with video games. So I have my WWE series. I have my Fortnite series, Diablo, whatever, the Call of Duty. I have boxing from that Undisputed game. Which, if you're into boxing, Undisputed is a very good boxing game, by the way. If anybody, if you're into boxing, it's a really good boxing game. And they just PS5 Pro enhanced it the other day, or last week. So it looks even better now if you have the Pro. But people ask me about the Pro. The Pro is really nice. It's expensive though. I tell people don't break the bank for it. It's really expensive. It's overpriced, but it's a nice machine, but it's overpriced. My only problem with it is the price. So otherwise, I like everything it does. It's just too expensive. But yeah, I want to get but I'm glad I got one. But
what hashtag did you use to get this arena?
I just did WWF. I'll show you how to get it after the match. And I just went through and it was in the. I'll show you after the match. But I did WWF and then I searched shows. WWF and WrestleFest was there. But I'll show you after the match. Then I'll go to after I show you. I'll go to Fortnite because I said I got somebody wanted to play Fortnite, so I'll switch games. I'll play any game you want obviously as long as I have it. But just throw games up in the chat you want to see me play, and I'll if I have them I'll play them. Because I can't just buy them. I'll play the ones only if I have them. Because you can't just be buying these games. They cost about $80 each, and that's just for the standard edition. Then almost not quite 80, but with the tax, they're almost 80. And be sure to subscribe. I just got partnered about a month ago, so I'm glad everybody's watching here. The channel's growing. They got partnered in March. All right, there goes Mr. Perfect. A triple threat now. See, it's better when there's elimination. Because otherwise, the match be over and like Macho Man wasn't even involved in the finish. So it's like I always thought that wasn't fair, especially if they lose a title. So I hope that they should have the Punk Rollins Roman Reigns match should be elimination. Just that you got to pin the winner has to pin the other two. Shawn Michaels going, all right, Bret Hart and Macho Man 1-on-1. This should be over soon because once the eliminations start. This arena is really cool. Right? If you remember the game WrestleFest. These are both in. This is in game. These Macho Man and Bret Hart's in the game. These aren't creations. Actually, none of these are creations. All four are in the game.
Very cool.
Yep. All right, Macho Man trying to win. Oh, he's cheating. No, that never works. If you notice that they always kick out when they do the foot on the ropes in this game. I've never seen anybody get pinned on that. They always kick out. It's SmackDowns tonight. Yeah, I guess they're doing the Hall of Fame after SmackDown next Friday night, I believe. So the Natural Disasters, Luger, Triple H, Michelle McCool, and then the match. Yeah, Bret Hart and Stone Cold matches going in. That's kind of cool. They're putting matches in. But if they're gonna the first match that should have gone in Steamboat and Macho Man WrestleMania 3, in my opinion. That's the match. That match, if they're gonna be putting matches in, that match has to go in. That's the match that actually should have gone in first, because the Stone Cold Bret Hart match was really good, but Steamboat Macho Man was an amazing match. Jesse Ventura to this day still calls it the greatest match he ever saw. Because I assume in an interview within the last year, and he said it again. He said it many times. It is the best match he ever saw. Actually, if you watch WrestleMania 3 after the match, Jesse Ventura says that it's the best match I ever saw, and he still says that to this day. If you've never seen it, go watch Steamboat and Macho Man WrestleMania 3. But I expect that to go in one year. That match. They might have, because they're both alive. They might have done that match because Macho Man's not here anymore. So Stone Cold and Bret Hart can both appear. So maybe that's why they did that match. They're probably going to do Shawn Michaels Undertaker WrestleMania 25 also at some point. All right, they're taking a while to finish this here. Oop, they hit each other. Yeah, this game is.
I'm back.
All right, Michael. Yeah, I'm gonna go. As soon as this match is almost over, and then we'll go to Fortnite. I just got to show how I got this arena real quick, and then we'll go to Fortnite. And yeah, you don't have to have a mic. I don't care if you have a mic or not. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
And we'll do. Maybe I'll record it as 6. If you look at my channel, I number my rounds and post them. It's like a Fortnite series I have. So last one I did was 601. So maybe I'll make our round 602. I'll post it as episode 602 of my Fortnite series. Because I record my Fortnite rounds and post them. There it is. Macho Man wins. There you go. All right, let me show you how I got this arena for those that want to check it out.
Are you good?
At Fortnite? I'm good at solo.
Good in this match also.
Yeah, I could have put Steamboat in. I'm good at solo on Fortnite because I like watch my videos. Like I hide. Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, I do a lot. I usually like find a spot and hide, and I can get myself
Me too.
in the top 10. And look at my videos. A lot of them I finished second. I'm not really good at combat, but I'm good at like finding places to hide and kind of waiting out the other people. All right, let me show how I got that arena. All right. Here's the instructions how to get the WrestleFest arena. All right, I'm not good at creating, so I don't create any, but I use other people's. All right, you go click highlight shows. You go to hashtag. I should have it here. WWF right there. Search shows WWF hashtag, and then you got to find it. Then under most downloaded. It's not there. Just gotta see what page it's on most downloaded here. And not on page 2. I'll get you the page number. There it is. Is creators Hitman? What's that? Hitman 83702. It's on page. You sort it by most downloaded. It's on page 3. That's how you get it. And you search. Yeah, you search WWF under shows.
Carry you.
Okay. So there's your. That's how to get the WrestleFest arena.
Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, I do. I do a lot of created. I do a lot of videos how to find wrestlers. It's just go through my channel. I do a lot of WWE 2K25 create a wrestler search videos, and I find people. I find wrestlers. I actually have 3 different rockers I found. All right, let me. All right, I'm gonna end this. I have this. I'm gonna switch over to Fortnite. I'll end the stream. You guys
I'm
can
good
come.
at Fortnite.
Okay, we're gonna play Fortnite with Michael here, and anybody else wants to join. So I will.
Will do.
I will. I'll be back up. And give me a few minutes to switch over to Fortnite. I'll be right back.